Morning, folks. Very good morning to each and every one of you. I appreciate it's already just after 5 minutes past 10. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms here at 471 Papanui Road. We are just completing some last-minute paperwork on a couple of our auctions for today, thus the slight delay. So I just wanted to give you a quick update here in the room, and also those of us tuning in live on our website through our YouTube channel. So what we'll do is we'll just be back in a couple of moments and then we can commence our program. So I appreciate your patience online and here in the room. Thank you. Alrighty, folks, well, we're all set to go and underway. So officially welcome you along to our first auction here of 2023. Lovely to see so many faces here in the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. Welcome back. Hope you've all had a prosperous break, a wonderful break, enjoyed the sunshine, the beach, the mountains, the lakes, wherever you may have been. But it's always good to be back here in the auction room for 2023. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be your sole auctioneer this morning. However, I'm surrounded by absolute quality and superstars right around the room who are here to help guide and assist you throughout today's proceedings. Across the far side of the room, I have Mr. Chris Kennedy, a fellow auctioneer, also business owner here at Harcourts Gold. A number of my fellow auctioneers. I've got Daniel Pengelly as well in the room today to help guide and assist. Also a number of our managers here. I've got Henry Cochrane, Naomi Burge from our Papanui office. Margaret Danza looks after our Redwood office. She is just down the road. She looks after the Redwood office. I've got Mitchell McDonald looking after Spitfire. And a number of our managers here to assist you. So if you do need any help throughout today's proceedings, just give them a quick wave. We won't count it as a bid, and someone will be over very quickly to help you out. Kat, she drives all of the technology that you see up on screen. She also, as I mentioned before, shares all of our auctions out through our YouTube channel, so you'll be able to keep tabs on everything there. I would like to take a moment to thank and acknowledge our owners. We thank you for your ease of access, for your presentation, but first and foremost, your choice in agency. We appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace, so we thank and acknowledge you for choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Speaking of the team at Harcourts Gold, I know that all of our listing agents would have made all of the relevant documentation for today's proceedings available to you. That's the LIM, that's the title, and the contract from which we work from, which has been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Let me take you to that contract now. There are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding and buying at auction. Firstly, it won't surprise you that our owners have set confidential reserve prices. Now, we won't be disclosing those reserve prices to you, the bidders at large. I think your job today as the bidders is the most simple one. It's simply to get the bidding up to those reserve prices. Assuming we can work together to do that, the highest bid whose bid that I, as the auctioneer, accept, well, very simply, you will be the purchaser. I always suggest that you bid quickly and confidently in our auctions because as per clause 2.6 in the contract, our owners reserve the right to withdraw their property from sale and sell it outside of the auction rooms. So the best course of action is to hold the highest bid at all times. That way you will be prioritised and you will be spoken to first. Now, as auctioneers, we can nominate the sum by which the bids are raised. We can, in fact, refuse a bid if we deem it not to be in the very best interest of our owners. And if a dispute arises concerning any bids, well, we'll sort that out. More than likely, we just revert to the last undisputed bid, and then we recommence the bidding sequence from there. From time to time, or in the absence of your bidding participation, as auctioneers, we can place what we call vendor bids. Now, if we place a vendor bid, it is a bid on behalf of our owners, our vendors. If we do so, it's always under our reserve prices, and if we do, we will label it very, very clearly. We will label it a vendor bid or the bid is with me, words to those effect. Best course of action is just a bid with confidence north of those vendor bids. Folks, the part you're probably here for today is to see that hammer fall in your favour, in your direction. If it has, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence your celebrations, we will ask a few simple things of you. Firstly, you'll sign the documentation, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. The second thing you'll need to do is to arrange a payment of that deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly and finally, complete the GST information outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, today your bidding is cash and unconditional. It's clean, it's concise, it's transparent here in the auction room. Good luck to all of you. It's the best way to buy property. You are the best buyers out there in the marketplace. Now is your time to shine and to secure your future real estate plans moving forward. Good luck to all involved. Now, Jessica Downey, we're all set to go, and Mark Boone, very good. I know it's been a real sprint to the start line in this situation with some last minute paperwork, but always good. You're always hustling and working hard. You've been representing number 19, Mark Boone, present so ably well in Bishopdale, looking after our lovely owner at the same time. Let me just steer you through the formalities of this one for the last time. It's an estate and freehold, so you're buying good land here, 607 square metres to be precise. All of the documentation outlines the fact that it's lot 205, deposit of plan is 24509, and it's all outlined in that certificate of title that Jess has been making available to you. Now, I have the settlement date set down for Thursday, the 2nd of March of this year. A good start to March. I would suggest taking possession of this one here at number 19. The further terms of sale, nice and easy there, clauses 23 and 24. I note the eye-watering amount of $116 comes back your way. Just there, you would have noticed that in the EQC assignment, so do factor that $116 into your decision making today. Schedule 2, that outlines the list of chattels that you receive by way of purchase price. So there we go, folks, nice and easy, all ready to go. Looks like a good contract to me to bid and buy on. Let me just take you through Mark Boone for the last time, folks. I always think owning real estate in Bishopdale, it's a smart play. It's a wise decision to own terra firma in this part of town. Always good land that lies beneath you. The amenities are so easy. You've got the Bishopdale Mall just up the road. The Christchurch famous, I would suggest, Elephant Playground just next to it is always good if you've got little kids. Speaking of kids, well, you're back onto Cotswold Primary. Just next to it is the Cotswold Kindy. I actually went there as a young fella. Outstanding kindergarten. Clearly it's done magic for me. So, you know, if you've got little ones, it's going to be a good place to send them. In terms of the house itself, you're right, Chris. In terms of the house itself, well, the bathroom and the kitchen, good money's been spent there. They're always expensive, updating those kitchens and bathrooms. All of that hard work's been taken care of by our owners. I love the connection from inside to outside with the decking area and out to that large, expensive backyard. So folks, this is good real estate, as I said, always a good idea owning in Bishopdale. Who'd like to start me away with the first bid of 2023? Holiday time's over, folks. Bidding time starts. Where do we see it? Tell me what you'd love to buy it for. First bid should be pretty easy. Very seldom does it buy property. Perhaps a little suggestion from the auctioneer is what you're looking for. You're out of practice, not quite sure how to do it. Okay, what about 520? It should be easy at 520. Won't sell you the home at 520, but you can put your hand up and start things away at 520. Be bold, be courageous, be brave. Very good. Well, as you sit on your hands, I just start things away on behalf of my lovely owner at $520,000. No hesitation at such levels. But at $520,000, it should be very easy for you to put your hand up at $540,000. Represents good buying, good value, I would have thought. But you need to put your hand in the air if you're interested. First chance at $520 only on a vendor bid at $520,000. Brick construction reassuring. Helps you sleep easy at night. $550. Welcome in, Jess. Working with a client at $550,000. Even better than I was looking for. At $550,000 for our first bid of the year. Good luck to you. Hope to see you at the end. $550,000. Let me be consistent in my request. I look for 20 on from here, or you can match our $30,000 rise. First chance at $550,000 only. Bishop Day. Backing onto the school. Kids will never be late. Just build a gate, put a little ladder over the fence, and away they go. Twice called. $550,000. As I scan the room, I check the room for the third and final time. Well, what I do, I just place one final vendor bid at $570,000. Our owner's more than happy to keep and own Mark Boone at $570. You bid me $590, and if I don't see any other bidding, we'll just pause and have a conversation with you. $590. Happy to bid at $590? That's a nod. You have this small window of opportunity here as a cash and unconditional bidder. You do need to bid north of my $570. Otherwise, I just pass the property in, open it up to the conditional market. Anything can happen there. $580. That's fine. Not quite as good as I had, but better than I did have a few moments ago. So $580,000. I scan the room, I check the room. If there's no further bidding, we just simply pause with you, Jess's client, at $580. First call at $580. Twice as I count it down. Third final chance at $580,000. Well, Jess, let's just pause with your client at $580. We'll find some space out the back, and we'll see if we can't get you into Mark Boone Crescent. Appreciate your patience. I do have an announcement to make. Our second advertised property, 9 Bush Lane in Hallsville, as I said, do have an announcement on that one. 9 Bush Lane has actually, in fact, been withdrawn from the auction program. It's actually been withdrawn from the auction catalogue, as it were. It's been withdrawn from the auction program. But I do have some wonderful news to share that it has now been sold outside of the auction forum. So wonderful news there. Congratulations to all involved here at 9 Bush Lane, Michelle and Lou looking after that one. We'll put some bidding music on cash and we'll be back really soon with our patience, I take you forward now to 89 Graham's Road in Burnside. Leanne Marriott, as is usual on a Thursday morning. Welcome back to you for 2023. Your first of many for the year, I would imagine. But 89 Graham's Road is where our focus is now. Leanne's been doing a wonderful job meeting and greeting you at the open days. She's been looking after our decision makers, our owners, at the same time. I take you through the option agreement on this one for the last time. Once again, it's an estate and freehold, so you're buying quality, 615 square metres no less. Lot 12, deposit plan is 20584. It's all outlined on that certificate of title that Leanne and the team have been filing through to your inboxes for your review. Now, the settlement date set down in the contract is the 9th of February of this year. I understand that there's some interested parties in the room working and bidding to alternative dates. That's absolutely fine. When you put your hand in the air, we understand that you're bidding on those terms. We may have a telephone bidder come into play. If that's the case, I'll point them out to you, but I've cited the paperwork, so I'm really happy to move forward on that basis. Schedule 2, that outlines the list of chattels that you receive once again. Those further terms of sale, once again, are nice and easy with clauses 23 through to 26. More than likely, most noteworthy will be clause 25 there. There's the cash settlement of the driveway, some $11,512, and let's not forget the 90 cents on the end, so that will come back your way at settlement. Let me steer you through Graham's Road for the last time here at number 89. It's a cracking good home, this one. I visited just earlier this week. I always think homes constructed in the 1960s, they're quality. They're absolutely built to last. Good spaces throughout. I love the polished floors that lie beneath you. They'll just give you that good feeling when you come home at the end of the day. Like the size of the bedrooms, all three of them are well proportioned, and they've got the built-in wardrobes as well. For the fashionites amongst you, so plenty of space for all the clothes and belongings there on that one, and you'll be so nice and warm and comfortable here all year round. Dual heat pumps on this one, plus you've got the wood burner and the HRV system, so you'll be toasty warm throughout. Love the good sized backyard, good garaging, plus that little office workshop space that's attached, so plenty of flexibility there. You're in zone for Westburn School. I went there, so you're hearing I went to Cotswold Kennedy earlier on. Now you're hearing my history that I went to Westburn Primary. Once again, it's outstanding though. And speaks volumes, Chris, once again. I'd like to thank Cotswold and I'd like to thank Westburn Primary at the same time. They had their uphill battles with me, but they've done good. You're in zone for Burnside High as well. Funnily enough, I didn't attend there, but you get Burnside High School thrown in for free. Folks, all jokes aside, it's not about me today. It's about you buying this wonderful home. Who'd like to start me away with an opening bid or offer? 630 straight out of the box, sir. Nice to see you at $630,000. It's a good place to start at $630,000. Comfortably underway, working alongside Mike Franklin here from our Papanui office. Do we just move forward? Do we nudge it north and 20s on from there? 650. Thank you, Leanne. Right on cue. That was well prepared at 650, but he's straight back at $670,000. He's keen as being today at $670,000 here to do the business. Is it 690 with you, Leanne, or anywhere else? On the nod at 690. At 690, 710 would be the retort, sir. He says yes at 710. 720. 720 cuts me in half, but that's okay. It's still a good bid at 720, sir. Come back strong with another 20. Key bid this one. Stamp your authority. 730, is it? Okay, 730, that's fine. It's $730,000. It's a good bid. At 740. At 40. I'll talk less and listen more. 740. $740,000. Good bid at 740, sir. Your turn, your time. 50 on. $750,000 at 3/4. At $750,000. At 60 now. It's a good bid once again at 760. Gee, this is good real estate here in Graham's Road. School zones. Easy access to the airport at $760,000. Sir, nose to toes is the way to do it, not left to right. At $760,000. You bid strong, you bid well. What about a little $2,500 on the side? I might need some instructions at this stage, if I may. Can I tempt you back in for 2.5, sir? Just 10% today. Worry about the rest later. No more open homes. 760, the bid sits here. 765. We nudge things north. bidding on top of themselves, here to do the business today. But sir, I welcome you back and keep talking to the family. It's important. At 765,000, I put you on notice for the first time. At 765, 3 bedrooms, good spaces, great garaging, second call at $765,000. The bid's here. Yes, Chris.
Selling instructions. We're on the market.
So $765,000. Very, very clear instructions that I'm selling here for the want of a better bid or offer, sir. You've been valiant, you've been strong in your bidding. Now's the chance. We are on the market and I sell away. Last auction of the day. Don't want to go home dejected. But at 765, I sell. Once called. One more. Welcome back at 66. Clickety click, they say, at 766. Could it be the winning bid?
770.
770. Good. 4 more. We move in 4s, we move in 1s. It's fine, sir. Wherever you see value, it's a terrible emotion. Don't go home empty-handed. Silver medal never feels good round the neck. 760, we sit here. We sell here. 770, that's what I said. At $770,000. Selling. Once. What about $500, sir? White flag. Second. Happy to concede at this stage. What do we have? One last lunch. Third time. Final chance. $770,000, Chris. Delighted to announce, Leanne, it's going your buyer's way at 770. I scanned the room. I checked the room. Won't accept the late bid. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Congratulations. Fantastic result, well bid. Sir, to our underbidder, commiserations. I know Mike will help you into your next home ever so soon. Folks, we just need to come back with Mark Boone very, very shortly with an update, and we'll update you as soon as we can. Folks, once again, thank you so much for your patience. Update time, once again, 19 Mark Boone present in Bishopdale. We had good bidding before through to $580,000 with our sold bidder. We had some conversations out in the back room. The conclusion of those conversations is that our owner has exercised their right, as they have every right to do so, and they've withdrawn their property as per clause 2.6 in the contract. And they've sold it outside of the room for $630,000. Congratulations to all involved, folks. That represents a pretty good start for 2023, effectively with all three properties being sold today. So nice to see you for a short but sweet auction program. Our auction catalogue is building week by week, so we look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in online. We'll catch you next Thursday at 10.